With you, Recap Roman. Subscribe to the channel and give it a like. It will help promote the video, thanks. Claire Peterson is on the verge of divorcing her husband after she catches him cheating with her secretary. She kicks him out of the house, which leads to a rift between him and their son Kevin. Claire's best friend Vicky Lansing supports her and convinces her to immediately sign the divorce papers and break up with Garrett for good. On Kevin's birthday, Garrett shows up for dinner. He invites Claire and Kevin to go fishing after a business trip to San Francisco. Claire declines the invitation, but allows Kevin to join his father. She still feels very strongly about the affair. She prepares to see Kevin off as suddenly the garage door gets stuck. Claire goes to open it and is helped by a young man named Noah. He is the nephew of Claire's wheelchair-bound neighbor, but also offers to help fix the garage door with Kevin. He goes to the construction store. After they leave, Noah's uncle tells Claire that Noah's parents died last year, and he is still coping with the loss. The boys go to the store, and Kevin finds out that Noah is going to the same high school as him, where Claire works as a teacher. After they pick up their stuff, Kevin notices a girl from his high school who works there. Her name is Allie. He has a crush on her, but is too nervous around her. Noah convinces him to go over and talk to her. While Kevin goes to pay, Noah gets to know her. A little later, 3 skateboarding punks, led by a guy named Jason, comes over and harasses Kevin in front of Allie and Noah. Noah spends a lot of time with Kevin while his uncle is in the hospital, and Claire invites him to have lunch with them and Vicky. Claire mentions that she teaches classical literature at school, which prompts Noah to quote Homer and express his love for Iliad. Claire is clearly impressed by this. Later, Noah notices a pair of stiletto shoes that Claire keeps in a box, which she says were a gift from Vicky. Noah says that these shoes are made for women who are trying to be sexy, and Claire doesn't have to try. He apologizes for sounding too straightforward. When Kevin and Garrett leave for their trip, Claire is getting ready for her date. She looks out the window and sees a naked Noah in his room. He notices her watching him, but she hides behind the curtains. Claire goes on a double date with Vicky, her and boyfriend Ethan, and his buddy Cooper to a restaurant. Cooper is a jerk. He insults Claire's fondness for classic literature. She also notices him hitting on a waitress. Claire leaves the restaurant and goes home. Noah calls Claire and tells her he is trying to defrost a chicken in the microwave. He asks her to come over and help him cook it properly. She eventually comes over and stays for dinner. Noah continues to flirt with Claire, and although she likes it, she thinks it would be wrong. Noah starts kissing and caressing her without giving her a chance to resist. They end up dividing fractions, doing homework, and learning about pistils and stamens. The next morning, Claire starts to regret what happened the night before. She says it's all wrong, and it makes him so angry that he punches his fist into the wall and smashes his fist. Kevin and Garrett return from their trip. They are having lunch with Claire, and a few minutes later, Noah shows up. Claire brings a plate of cookies, and Noah asks her if she told the guys what happened while they were gone. She says, confused, that there was a storm. Kevin holds out a cookie to him, and Noah replies that he loves your mom's cookies. The school year begins, and as Claire starts her first class, the principal comes in and tells her that Noah is transferring to their class because he pretended that Claire asked him to transfer to her class. She realizes that he hacked into her computer. Kevin and Noah spend time together even though Claire starts to feel uncomfortable around Noah. He takes Even into the woods with a shotgun belonging to his uncle. He sets up a line of oranges and manipulates Kevin into hating his father for cheating on Claire. This manifests itself at the dinner table when Garrett arrives, and Kevin yells at him. Kevin comes to the school gym with Noah and expresses his annoyance on the punching bag. Kevin overexerts himself and begins to feel shocked. Noah rushes to the locker and grabs Kevin's adrenaline. He injects it into his leg and saves him. Vicky brings Claire flowers at work that they both believe were given by Garrett. Claire calls him, but he denies sending them. She guesses that Noah sent them and confronts him at the gym. A teacher notices this and sees her push Noah away. Kevin returns to the construction store to ask Allie to the movies. She says she can't, but would like to go to the fall party with him. Claire and Gareth go on a date, and he starts flirting with her. She's still upset about the cheating, but Gareth really wants a fresh start. Noah notices all this, and the next morning angrily asks Claire about it. Kevin catches them. Jason and his buddies approach Kevin and harass him. Kevin gets up to hit Jason back, but Noah comes in and sends Jason into a locker with a punch, then tries to stab his head right in there. Vicky runs in to break up the fight, but Noah shoves her, eventually being dragged away by a larger teacher. Noah is sent to the principal's office, where Vicky, who is the vice principal, says that the school never got his transcript from the previous school because he was kicked out for bullying. In response, he calls her a stinking zheba. Vicky raises her hand to hit him, but he catches her. He walks away, and Vicky gets him expelled from school. Claire chaperones the fall party and leaves Kevin with Ailey. She tells Claire about the flood in the men's room. She goes to turn off the sink and sees a sign on the wall in large letters, "I pulled a Claire Peterson." Noah appears out of the darkness and tries to pounce on Claire, but gets hit between the legs. She tells him to stay away from her and Kevin. A little later, Claire wakes up in the night and sees through the window Noah and Allie dividing by 0 and having biology class. She realizes from the look on his face that he's doing it out of spite. The next day, Claire's students can't get into the classroom. She opens the door and looks inside to see something horrible. It leaves the students outside and finds hundreds of pictures of her and Noah doing division by 0 all over the classroom. Claire turns off the printer and frantically tries to get rid of all the pictures before the principal shows up. She opens the door so the students can enter. The principal expresses his concern about Claire's behavior lately and tells her what he heard about her run-in with Noah in the gym. Garrett picks Kevin up from school to drive his car home. Kevin drives angrily, still resentful of his father. He drives too fast and can't stop as his brakes have failed. Kevin nearly hits 2 cars until Garrett helps him swerve into the roadblocks. Claire returns home and sees a dent in the car. Garrett and Kevin won't say what happened and assure her they are fine. She catches them watching TV with Noah. He follows her into the kitchen where she tells him about the pictures. He tells her he took a video of their night together, and if she wants them, she has to come to his house. Claire comes to see him that same night, but Noah promises to give the video back only if she continues to sleep with him. She refuses and leaves. Claire tells Vicky everything and asks for her help. She advises Claire to break into Noah's house and find the tape herself. Claire breaks into Noah's house and sees hundreds of printed photos in the basement. She finds his laptop deletes their videos together and also notices a blueprint of car brakes, thinking it was Noah who damaged Garrett's car. Claire meets with Detective Johnny Shu, who informs her that Noah's father was killed when his van collided with a truck. Noah grabs and ties up Vicky, and using an audio recording and a voice lures Claire to her house. She arrives and discovers Vicky's body. Horrified Claire tries to contact the police, but runs into Noah, and he tells her that his mother committed suicide after his father cheated on her. He then switched the brakes of his father's Van Carrot, killing him along with his mistress and Noah, and takes Claire to the barn of his house, where Garrett and Kevin, who he kidnapped, are. He threatens to kill them 6 if Claire does not stay with him. In an attempt to free them, Claire gets into physical conflict with Noah. He pours kerosene around the barn and sets it on fire. Once free, Garrett tries to strangle Noah with a rope, prompting him to shoot him in the chest. Claire pokes out Noah's eye with Kevin's medicine. Later, when he holds Kevin at gunpoint, she presses a switch behind her back that resets the engine on Noah and kills him. Claire and Kevin help an injured Garrett out of the burning house. This is the end of the story. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe and give it a like. It will help promote the channel and the video. Thanks and bye.